Another day, another Denver Broncos mock draft. What's up, guys? Welcome to Denver Broncos Syndicate, part of the Sports Syndicate family of channels where we are dedicated to bringing you content about our favorite sports teams. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, guys, if you could just do me a big favor and smash the like button on this video as well as subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Those are two free and easy ways that you can show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out to fellow members of Broncos country just like you and me. Since the Denver Broncos don't pick until the third round of this year's draft, it's pretty hard to find very many mock drafts out there on the internet. Whenever I do find a mock draft that has the Denver Broncos back-to-back picks in the third round, 67 and 68 overall, I do like to bring it to you guys over here on Denver Broncos Syndicate. One outlet that has been pretty consistent actually with 3-round mock drafts is DraftWire, and this is going to be their 3-round mock draft 3.0. With their first pick in the third round, DraftWire has the Denver Broncos bolstering their offensive line. And with the 67th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Blake Freeland, offensive tackle, BYU. Let's hear what NFL.com has to say about Freeland. Freeland weighs in at 6'7" and 312 pounds. A skyscraping tackle prospect with outstanding length and good fluidity, Freeland should get much stronger with time in an NFL weight room. He's an effort-based run blocker who has to really crank up the work rate and technique to try to overcome his disadvantages with leverage due to his height. He makes plays with decent technique in pass protection and does a nice job of battling through adversity inside the rep. However, he might lack the bend and range to get out and redirect speedy edge benders. Freeland is an unfinished project with a modest ceiling as a pro. The Broncos could potentially draft Freeland with the hopes that he could take over as their starting right tackle at some point. Given that Broncos offensive line coach Zach Strief made hay as a right tackle for many years in the NFL, I am quite confident in his ability to potentially develop someone like Blake Freeland. Now with the next pick, DraftWire has the Broncos bolstering their unit on the edge. And with the 68th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select B.J. Ojulari, edge rusher out of LSU. You may recognize that name as Ojulari is the younger brother of Giants edge rusher Azeez Ojulari. Let's hear what NFL.com has to say about the 6'2", 248-pound Ojulari. Stand-up rush linebacker with upside as a pass rusher, but inconsistent effort stopping the run. Ojulari is bendy as an edge rusher and will wreak substantially more pocket havoc once he builds a more complete rush plan. He plays contain as a run defender and has the pursuit speed to spill the run wide or make tackles in space, but needs to play with consistent effort on all run snaps. B.J. Ojulari possesses all the tools necessary to start for an NFL team once he adds a bit more polish to his game. It seems like Ojulari has the physical tools to be a good run defender in the NFL based on this scouting report. He needs to be able to hone in on it more continuously and more consistently though. However, it seems like he's got some really solid skills as a pass rusher, and that would be a valuable skill for the Broncos, but at the end of the day, we've got several edge rushers in the building who struggle as run defenders. The Broncos should really try to prioritize edge rushers who can not only rush the passer, but are stout against the run. We went out and drafted someone last year in Nick Bonito who has plenty of tools as a pass rusher, but when it comes to the run defense, there's plenty to be desired. Same goes for guys like Baron Browning and Randy Gregory, so the Broncos really need to get more production out of their edge rushers as run defenders, and that would include B.J. Ojulari if he were drafted. I know some people in Broncos country may not be as engaged in draft season this year since we don't have a pick until the third round, but at the end of the day, you can still add plenty of impact players in those middle rounds. Broncos have been able to do that these past couple of years under GM George Paton, so here's hoping that they will be able to continue to do so in this year's draft. Alright Broncos country, I'm curious, how do you guys feel about this mock draft? Drop those comments down below, I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And while you're at it, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for continuing Broncos coverage. And for now, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.